button.
Cheers on, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, listeners. It's 9:30 and it's Friday the 19th of July. And this is Wairarapawatch on Arrow FM 92.7, a programme sponsored by Transit Tours. And you can sign up to their travel club today at www.transit, that's transit with a Z, Transit Tours, all one word, .co.nz. I'm Robin Weaver, and with me is my wife Val. Morning, Val.
Good morning, folks.
And in the studio this morning we have Mr. Bill Hay from the Wairarapa Club. No, Club Wairarapa.
Club Wairarapa.
I'll get that right in a minute.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, and thank you
folks.
so much for coming in today. We really appreciate your time with us today. Now, we're going to talk about Club Wairarapa, but first of all, can you just explain where your club is? Because there are a couple of clubs in the area, and we want to let the listeners know which one we're talking about.
I want to make sure people go to the right one.
Our club is based on the corner of Essex Street and Chapel Street, behind the council, the big car park in Chapel Street.
Brilliant. Okay then, Bill, so how long have you been with the club and particularly president?
I've been a member of the club for 27 years.
Oh, wow.
And president for the last 6, going on 7 this year.
Oh, wow.
So there can't be a lot that you don't know about it.
I've been around for a wee while.
So how old is the club in itself?
The club itself is just a little over 100 years old. We had our centenary last year.
Oh, really?
So the club was first opened in 1918, and we celebrated our 100 years last year.
Oh, wow. So has the club itself grown? The building itself, has it been added on to
There's been a lot of changes over the years. The club originally was just a club for people to socialise. It was a dry club.
Mike's up.
We used to, there were stables out the back. They used to come in with their horses and camp in the stables, and there was a bunk room so they could stay for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But that's all changed now. Then they had a manager's residence out the back at one stage, which is now our new dining room. So it has gone through a lot of changes over the years.
So instead of horses, you get camper vans?
Yes, we have camper vans out the back now. And
so if people drive into town, they're able to park their camper vans in your area at the back there? Do they have to be members?
No, the Motorhome Association have that on their list of one of the car parks they can use. And we have a shower block there that the Motorhome Association have access to. And it gives people a nice handy access to town.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so was the club originally founded as an RSA?
No, the club has never actually been an RSA.
Okay.
The club was originally formed as the Soldiers Club.
Right.
And then in later years changed to the Wairarapa Services and Citizens Club.
Right.
But we've always had a close affiliation with the RSA. The RSA is actually separate here in Masterton, and they operate as the Masterton RSA.
So they've got an office other than...
They have their own office, their own president and committee and what have you.
Right.
But they use Club Wairarapa as their base. So we're the home of the Masterton RSA, and they use our club rooms as part of their system. So it works.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We've always had a close relationship with the RSA, and they work within our club.
Yep.
And it all works fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Good.
So, and anything to do with them, any special events or anything they've got within the RSA, they use your club rooms there.
We work with the RSA for Anzac Day and that type of thing, and all different functions, and it works really well.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so what would you consider to be the highlights of the club today? Because things have changed so much, haven't they, within the years?
Today, the social side of it is still right there, and that's what it was originally formed for. We have our adjuncts within the club. We have pool, darts, snooker, indoor bowls, outdoor bowls, golf.
You'll get around to billiards in a minute.
All different adjuncts within the club.
Right.
And it's the social aspect as well as our entertainment.
Yeah.
We've just changed the club recently and put a big dance floor, a new stage area. So we have regular entertainment in the club.
Brilliant.
So has that been put where the billiard tables used to be?
Yes. Many years ago there used to be 4 big snooker tables. Over time it's reduced to 3, now down to 2.
Yeah.
We've shifted the snooker tables to another area in the club and opened the club up to be more entertainment sort of savvy, and it's working really well.
Yeah.
It's got a nice. We were in there the
Yeah.
other day talking to Angela. It's got a nice
It
feel.
has got
to
a lovely feel
yeah.
to it, yeah.
And I think that's the way we're trying to promote the club today is to be a friendly, safe environment for
Yeah.
all ages. We have a lot of the elderly card players come in, and we have the young ones with the entertainment nights, and it's
Yeah. So it's a huge
Yeah.
spectrum of age brackets.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, brilliant. So when you come to look for entertainment side of things, do you have to book people well in advance?
Certain times of the year for like maybe New Year's Eve, that type of thing, yes, we can book for up to 12 months in advance.
Yeah, yeah.
But otherwise we're sort of 2 or 3 months ahead of ourselves all the time.
Oh, good.
It's a big challenge to work entertainment around sport
Oh, okay.
because of our big
course.
TV screens and what have you, and we have our rugby finals and all the different sports.
Right.
Yeah.
We try and work really hard not to make them clash.
Yes.
A music duo in the middle of an All Blacks.
Yes, you don't want you don't want entertainment on the finals of the rugby.
That's right. So your
Yeah.
calendar really does
Yes,
have to evolve
yes.
around that. Yeah.
Must have been tricky around the cricket.
Yeah.
It does. Our entertainment is balanced around the sport.
Yeah.
Were you open all night for the cricket?
No,
Oh.
no.
No.
You missed a thriller.
Yes, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's best to see it at home, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
and who wants to carry on drinking until all of that, 3:00 in the
yeah.
morning?
Well, the
really?
licence.
Our licensing hours, of course, limit
Yeah,
us to our
of
time.
course.
So
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to call time.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
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 So the entertainment side of it, we'll stay on that. Now, do you have local entertainment?
Oh,
You-
yes,
You go and
yes,
source people from the local area.
yeah, no, we like to see the local entertainment.
Yeah.
We have considered us talking to some of the schools
Yeah?
to see if they want to use our stage and area as a
Oh, a platform.
platform,
Yeah.
and
That'd be
that would be, I believe it would work well.
Right. Yeah.
So that's something we're looking forward to
Right.
trying to do now, maybe on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
them come in and use the stage and
Oh, like a stand-up mic
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Yes.
We had a gentleman on who ran first-time productions on a stage. He was using the event centre, I believe.
Yes.
First-time kids or anybody
Anybody.
who's just written themselves a play or would
Yeah.
think they would like to act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's a great platform for
it
new
is.
beginners, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have people come
brilliant.
off the street that are musicians or singers or whatever and ask if they can have a spot at the club? How would that work?
not recently,
No?
no, but it's something we'll be certainly open to. Yes, definitely. It's,
You think you've got to go in with your ukulele?
We've got ukuleles here.
we have had a ukulele
Yeah.
club that practices at the club.
Yeah.
Not recently, but
yeah, we practice down at the Greytown Club. We've got a practice today. Yeah. And that's the great thing about the clubs. They're open to that, isn't it?
oh
Like you-
yes, it's
yourself,
They encourage it, in fact.
encourage
right?
it.
They've
Yeah.
been very supportive,
Yeah.
as you would be if we were,
oh most definitely.
if we were lined up on your stage.
Yeah, it was. No, we do it for the Parkinson's Society. We help them to sing and open up their chests. So it's done from that club, the
Therapeutic.
Greytown Club.
And-
And we enjoy it. Yeah.
We actually have a group that comes into our club once a week for the same purposes, and they have the piano. We get the piano out, and
Oh yes.
and they have a sing along,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's for the same principles.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's brilliant.
good to know the clubs are supporting that because
Yeah.
it means a hell of a lot to these people.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So how many members do you have now, John?
Bill.
Oh, Bill, sorry. Sorry.
We have at the moment 1,200
Okay.
members on our books, but we're just at the stage of it's a new financial year, so they're
Yeah.
paying their subs up to date, and I think we have financially somewhere around 1,000 at present,
Okay.
with a few still to pay, but.
Yeah. Yeah, and as new people are coming into the area, and we are having a lot more people from, other parts of New Zealand coming into the Wairarapa, so you'd get new membership through them, would you?
We're currently averaging probably a dozen new members a month.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we have 20 odd new members on the board at present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the board has lots of mug shots on it. Oh, photographs. Sorry.
Yes, so we have a system there where you don't have to be nominated. It's anybody's welcome to come and join the club, being a service member or just a general public. The club's open to all. Our membership fees are $45 a year, and we have an application fee which you get back once it's approved, and the names go up with a photo on the board for a 14-day period to give our members a chance to object to anybody particularly.
You have to have that, don't you?
It's just part of our rules.
Yep.
I think in the last 7 years we've had no problems at all.
I was going to say, wouldn't you be miffed if you did get an objection?
But we do have the option to not accept somebody's membership.
Yeah.
And we have a set of club rules that everybody gets a copy of the club rules, and they must abide by those rules. So our dress standards to a certain extent and things like that in the rules. And we have a judicial system that we can discuss issues with our members if they are required at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
All right. Well, I think we'll have a wee bit of a music break now and give Bill a chance to get a drink. And this one we've got for you, we're going to play today, it's a song, a poem actually, about an Australian club. It's
Bill Kearns,
an
Australian character who is reading a poem about the disaster of the meat raffle at the Citizens Club. So.
It is really quite funny. So we'll give it a whirl for you.
Right. I'll play that version of it.
And you can no longer see. Just let my love through a spark.
Things are not going quite as planned here just at the moment, but
couldn't quite find that.
we'll sort that out at the moment. If you like to carry on talking to Bill just for a minute there.
Okay, we'll carry on with
and we'll...
all right. Now, Bill.
No wonder.
All right, then. No, we'll carry on. Okay, now, Bill, with the demise of the Cossie Club, have your membership boosted with that? Did you see some changes since the Cossie Club was closed?
We certainly saw some minor changes, but back when the Cossie Club was operating as a club here in town, a lot of our members had dual membership with both clubs.
Okay.
So what we're finding is the members who used to go to both clubs now spend more time at our club.
Okay.
But on paper, we only gained 20 or 30 members, so it wasn't a big increase for us. But having a lot of our members, as I say, with a dual membership.
But they were already members anyway.
So they were already members of our club. They just come to our club twice a week now instead of once a week.
Okay, okay. Well, that's good. That's good because we still need to have a club in the area for everyone.
Yes.
Don't we? And that would have been a big loss to a lot of the Cossie Club members. So at least you've got your club there for them, which is brilliant.
Right. I have discovered what the issue was.
Oh, okay.
So let's have another go.
Let's have another go at this.
The Bill Kearns, the meat raffle at the Senior Sits Club.
You compare them to the most vicious, brutal, dangerous confrontation known to man. A senior sits meat raffle. It was the monthly highlight in the town of Woollybuck. All the oldies in the town would gather round to try their luck. They'd all get their good gear on after they'd had a tub for the senior sits meat raffle at the local bowling club. Now, selling tickets on the door would be Jennifer McCall, while Fred Wilson had his ticket table halfway down the hall. And when the tickets had been sold, they'd draw them one by one. And the winners would shoot off with the meat like shot out of a gun. The first one out might score themselves a great big leg of lamb, while the last one to the table might just get some cold sliced ham. But it all went like clockwork, and it wasn't complicated. Until that fateful night the ticket sellers' books were duplicated. Now, Jenny on the door was selling tickets Diamonds Red, and Diamonds Red were also sold on the table, run by Fred. So when the tickets had been sold for the long-awaited game, for every ticket held, there was another, just the same. The first one out was Diamonds Red, number 23. And Agnes Wilson gave a little squeal and said, "That's me." But as she headed out to take the coveted first pick, Bessie Law said, "Bullshit." She grabbed her walking stick. "I've got number 23 and it's a Diamonds Red. You must have read your ticket wrong, you stupid cow," she said. She headed for the table like a V8 battering ram, and 4 hands fastened grimly around the biggest leg of lamb. The language, it was shocking in this dreadful tug of war, as Agnes and Bessie scratched and fought and rolled about the floor. The President was horrified. He did not know what to do, and in confusion drew the next number. "Diamonds Red, 42. Well, Percy Jones yelled out, "You beaut," and headed for the table. But he was quickly overtaken by his next door neighbour, Mabel. She was heading for the tray of steak that he was heading for. And then Bessie Laws's walking stick brought her crashing to the floor. Well, the President totally panicked in the face of all this action. He had to come up with a plan to cause some small distraction. He pulled out the next number. "Diamonds Red and 84. 2 more senior citizens joined the brawl out on the floor. "Diamonds Red and 60, squeaked the President with a panic. And Dawn Brown grabbed her walking frame with a look that was satanic. Jono grabbed his ticket up and headed for the meet, but that walking frame could really move, and it was a dead heat. Dawn yelled out, "It's mine," and waved her ticket in his face. "People like you should be put down. It's really a disgrace." Well, Jono said, "You're wrong or stupid. I really don't care which. But get your fingers off my pickled pork, you stupid woman." Then the meat table tipped over in the middle of the fight, and with steak and chops and senior sits, it was not a pretty sight. The oldies looked at all that meat, you couldn't hold them back. Like crows onto a roadkill, they swooped to the attack. Frida on her electric scooter really came alive. She headed for the fight and put it into 4-wheel drive. She drove over half a dozen, tossed some meat into the rack and burned rubber out the doorway. Didn't once look back. Well, Percy Jones was on the floor and looking pretty crook as Agnes Wilson flogged him with a size 12 frozen chook. Jono's face was bleeding from a flying midi glass, and Bessie Laws's walking stick was sticking up his nostril. Was strewn with unrolled roast and tufts of torn out hair, and blood and teeth and sausage mince was flying everywhere. Some mongrel dogs were passing by, and looking for a thrill, they smelt the meat and saw the fight and went in for the kill. Now those oldies, they were no wimps. They put up quite a fight, while those mongrels chewed at bums and snags and everything inside. The President said, "Bugger me." He regained his calm repose. He trotted to the exit door and got the fire hose. Now, the oldies all recovered from events that fateful night, and the bowling club put up a sign in memory of the fight. But to avoid embarrassment to oldies in the crowd. It doesn't mention names. It simply says, no dogs allowed. Thank you very much.
I think that's got to be one of the best descriptions.
That's absolutely brilliant. We hope you enjoyed that, folks.
I take it you only have one raffle seller.
We do have some nights like that, not quite that bad.
Talking about the raffles, do you have the big draw on a certain night a week at your club?
We have 2 nights a week as our club nights, being a Wednesday and Friday nights. And we have local sponsorship. Wednesday night sponsor is Auto Electrical Services in Masterton, and they sponsor our members weekly. And on a Friday night we have Joe's Meats, who also supply our meat raffles.
Oh, okay.
And they sponsor our members as a members draw on a Friday night.
Brilliant.
So there you go. Isn't it?
Yeah. So it's worthwhile to go along on a Wednesday and a Friday night to your club, because you might get lucky.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Friday night tonight's draw is sitting at $1,000. Sorry, $1,000 tonight. So if any members there with their membership card around 7 o'clock when we do the draw, they go home $1,000 better off.
Yeah.
So if your number comes up, it's good for $1,000.
Yeah.
If the number comes up, nobody's there to claim it.
It jackpots to the
rolls
following
on to
week.
the next week.
And we can only jackpot these members draws for a maximum of 13 weeks.
Right.
So the likes of Joe's Meats draw it currently at $1,000 tonight. If it was to get to $1,300 and it was unclaimed, then we keep drawing it at $1,300 till somebody in the club wins it.
Till you get a hit.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so we'll go on to the restaurant side of your club now. Is that open for lunch every day and dinner, or certain days?
The restaurant's base hours are Wednesday through to Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're open for lunch and in the evening for meals. With the Thursday night exception, they do a Thursday night roast, which is 2 meats and a full range of veggies and what have you, and desserts available as extra. And other than that, they do open occasionally on a Tuesday afternoon. We promote it to our members. We do a $10 lunch.
Okay.
They have a $10 express lunch meal from 11 to 1:30 on Wednesdays through to Saturdays. We also have a range of kids meals, of course.
And do you have to be a member? Could anybody walk off the street?
No, anybody can come in at any time for a meal, as long as they're not buying alcohol.
Okay.
So it's just a sale of liquor act really that determines when they can come in and use the bar facilities. But for the restaurant to have a lunch and a soft drink or a cup of tea or coffee, it's open to anybody.
So how much would your lunch be?
Well, they do, as I say, they do a $10 express lunch, which has a range of different things, or they have a menu that they can go off as well.
Okay.
That $10 lunch has got to be popular.
It's very, very popular.
Yeah.
Queue here at 9 o'clock,
Well, it's good because it gives you a chance to actually go out for a meal, doesn't it? If you're on a pension, it does give you a chance to get out for a meal and not have to cook for yourself.
Front up with your gold card. And
I went to their roast last night myself, and I think it was close on 70 people there for the roast dinner last night.
So how much was that, Bill?
It's $15.
15.
Hey,
That's good.
can't argue with that.
Beef, pork, and a full range of veggies, kurma, potatoes, peas, carrots, cauli. Lovely meal.
Yeah. And you do a roast on a Sunday, did you say?
No, this is a Thursday.
This is a Thursday.
Roast.
Okay.
It beats fish and chips.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything beats fish and chips.
And of course, all the lunches and even the roast is available as a take-home pack as well.
Oh, really?
So people can come in and just pay for the roast and have it in a take-home pack and take it home. The same with the dinners, the express lunches.
Yeah.
Can do the same. We're happy for people to ring in and order a take-home lunch, a $10 lunch pack, and they can come and pick it up and it'll be ready for them when they come in the door.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great
brilliant.
idea.
Yeah.
And how long has that been going? Is that a new idea from your club?
Probably for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yep. I think over the last 6 or 7 years we've had 2 or 3 changes to our restaurant. Originally we had a contractor running our restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We now have a paid restaurant manager and staff, and the club runs the restaurant, and it's working really well for us.
You've got total control then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if people come in off the street, such as Val and I, and into the restaurant, we can't order alcohol, right?
No alcohol.
Right.
That's
Gotcha.
okay.
So we've got to sign
You
up.
must be a member or signed in by a current member, or as your guest, you need one of your friends as a member of our club to sign you in as their guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That complies with the association club rules. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because there are a lot of rules and regulations government-wise around clubs, aren't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, of course. Well, for everything now.
Yeah.
Everything with, health and safety, all those things, isn't it? Yeah, you've got to
So
sign
is the
in.
club an incorporated society?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's a book of rules about that thick, isn't there?
It's not a big book of rules, but there is rules.
Right.
and we stick to our rules.
There's a Incorporated Societies Club Amendment Bill working its way through Parliament at snail's pace, but I haven't read it.
No, I think there's continuing changes to do with the alcohol and gaming and
Right.
those sort of things.
It's ongoing, isn't
We
it?
find we're trying more so to promote the restaurant and the food and the entertainment, along with our adjuncts,
have
our
to.
sporting adjuncts and stuff like that, and trying to make the atmosphere of the club very social and very comfortable.
Yeah. And
that's
it
what it's all
feels
about.
that way when we walked in. I mean, even though we just came into the lobby and talked to Angela and your secretary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Secretary manager.
And she's been there a while too.
Yes, Angela's been there for 7 years as well, as long as I have. So.
Yes. Brilliant.
No, we do have a great management team and a great team of staff. We have reasonably regular staff meetings, and we all try and work as a team.
Good on you.
It's one thing about having our club members, and a lot of club members are keen to help out as well, and that works. There's always someone there to support.
Do you rotate the raffles along the adjuncts? So one adjunct is responsible for it this week. Next week is
Correct. We have a range of adjuncts within the club, and each week they get a turn at doing the raffles. And the members are buying the raffles are supporting the adjuncts.
Yeah.
So the adjuncts actually get basically 100% of the profit from the raffles goes to the adjuncts, and that's their funding for trips away and competitions, and if they have other people come and visit our club, they put on morning tea and stuff like that. So,
which is the same principle as the Kayapoi Club.
Yeah, when we were
we were members of the Kayapoi Club, and it worked exactly the same.
Yeah.
So the Kayapoi Club was called a chartered club.
Is that different?
I don't know.
no, it's still an incorporated club.
Still incorporated, yeah.
Okay, so if you join a club, and it's, what did you say, $45 per person?
Yes.
Then does that allow us, when we go overseas, does that allow us to get into the clubs overseas, in Australia, for instance?
With our membership being incorporated to Clubs New Zealand,
Yeah.
You can get into pretty well all Clubs New Zealand clubs, all workmen's clubs, all COSI clubs, most of the RSAs throughout New Zealand who have Clubs New Zealand incorporated or affiliation. There's a very small number that you wouldn't have access to, and the same in Australia. If they're only welcome to go into all RSLs in Australia, and most clubs in Australia will accept our card.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So it's off down to Kirribilli then, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, they're great clubs over there, aren't they, too? I mean, they're great here, too, and it's a great place to go, particularly for the food aspect, too. You always get a great meal if you go into a club.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's a very social centre.
Yeah.
You can't walk out of that place without having spoken to somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's what we try to promote, is we don't like people coming in and looking lost. So somebody will go and speak to them, and it works.
Yeah. And especially if you're new to an area, that's where that's your main port of call, is the club, because that will give you your friendships for the rest of the time you're there.
Correct.
Isn't it?
Yes.
It's a great thing to do. All right.
oh, lovely.
Well, is there anything else that we can add to this interview at all, Bill? Have we missed anything out that you would want to tell us about?
No, probably one of the main things for people who may not understand is any member of the Wairarapa community is welcome to join the club. You don't have to be a service member to join the club. We operate as Club Wairarapa. Wairarapa Services and Citizens Club is our official name, but it is open to all citizens to join our club. So, and especially the younger ones.
Yes, you want to get more younger people in, and of course you've got the tables for the young boys, haven't you? The pool tables, etc.
Entertainment nights.
And darts have become quite popular now, haven't they? You've got a darts board area
within our club. It's very strong. I think we've got about 10 dartboards operating on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So it's very,
and have you got a club
strong
within itself from that, from the darts?
Yes, we have a darts adjunct.
Yeah.
And then they have their competitions on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and some nights they're away, some they're in our club. It's very active.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of the least expensive sports you can play, because all you need is the 3 darts going away.
But it's become very competitive, hasn't it? Since it's become popular on TV with the world darts, a lot of the young ones are picking up on it, aren't they? And
it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Well,
I don't know about throwing the darts being easy, but
well, as long as your eyesight's reasonable, you're okay.
True.
If you can see the board, how many feet away is it? 20 feet or something?
Or
12 feet away? Yeah.
Maybe 8.
8. Oh, that's close enough.
Yeah. No, but it's good. And if more young people can come in to the clubs, the better. And it helps to prolong a great association.
Do the snooker tables get well used, Bill?
Reasonably well used. We have a very active snooker adjunct.
Yeah.
We have a particularly active pool adjunct. So they all get well supported within the club.
That's good.
The big thing is trying to sort out nights. We have pool competitions on a Friday night and a Tuesday. Darts Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Southie Honda competition they run with the snooker is run for a section of the year. So they've got snooker on, and the snooker don't like to be playing the same night as pool are playing type thing. Because
same people are playing.
It's like entertainment. You have to work entertainment around our sports.
Yeah.
And then snooker suddenly stops in its billiard season.
Yeah. But it's great that you, as you said before earlier, that if anybody wants to come on to your club for entertainment, the entertainment parcel of the club, it's great that you're open to for schools, for instance, coming in and.
That's something we haven't done, but we are certainly looking at trying to get
that's a good
more
idea.
of the younger ones in, or the local entertainers to come and make use of our facilities. And
again, if we see you advertise in the local press occasionally, there's going to be somebody on the stage on Friday night or Saturday night or whatever. Ordinary citizens like us, can we walk in?
Not on a normal night, and we do that. Our advertising it will show that. Likes of tonight we have Karaoke Joe.
Right.
We do not have a special licence for tonight, so anybody coming tonight must be a member, a member of another club, or a guest of one of their members. So
Gotcha. Yep.
But we do have so many nights a year where we can have a special licence, and that is open to all members of the public.
Right.
And we try and do that on an entertainment night.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Well, it introduces new members to the club, and and that's what it's all about. It's keeping our membership
brilliant,
heading in the right direction.
And it's a great place to go. All clubs throughout New Zealand, they are there for everyone. And the membership cost is it's quite minimal really for what you get. You've got all year entertainment, and you can go from club to club with that, can't you? So
it's a one-off, good for a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Bill. We really appreciate the time you've given us.
It's been brilliant.
And good luck for the rest of the year with your club, and hopefully you'll get a lot more people through.
Thank you very much.
And once again, we've learned a lot, Bill.
And we have learned a lot. This is what we do.
As we always do when we talk to you.
We love it.
Folks.
We love it.
Right.
Yeah.
On that happy note, I'm going to play a little tune that I like, if not for any reason other than I like it.
Oh, you're allowed, Rob.
Thank you. So here we go.
Way down upon the swan.
Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart is turning ever. That's where the old folks stay.
There you go. That was Hugh Laurie's version of Swanee River. Hope you enjoyed it. I do, because I like it. I only play that one because I like it. Right, this weekend, this Saturday, it's all happening in the rugby world. It's the club rugby semi-finals this Saturday, believe it or not. The time has come round already. So, in the Premier League, Gladstone versus Eketahuna at Gladstone at 2:35 on Saturday. And Martinborough versus Greytown at Martinborough at 2:35 on Saturday. So those with divided loyalties, you've got a bit of a problem there. And the senior reserves top four, Carterton versus Puketoi at Carterton Rugby Club, 1 p.m. And Greytown versus Tuhirangi at the Greytown Rugby Club, also at 1 p.m. So rugby club semi-finals this weekend on Saturday afternoon. So you've got nothing to do, and I'm assured it's not going to rain, so you should be all right. And I've got a bunch of other stuff here, just for the fun of it. Coming up to Daffodil Day already so soon, would you believe it? And the Cancer Society and their sponsor, their principal sponsor, the ANZ, are asking you to consider painting the town red. Not
yellow.
Red, yellow. You don't get red daffodils very often. Yellow. Paint the town yellow. So if your place needs painting, consider putting an undercoat of yellow on just until August the 26th, when all the entries will be judged to see what's happened with your yellow paint. So August 26th is the judging day. Daffodil Day itself is normally the first Sunday in September, I think, isn't it? It doesn't say here, but I think it is first Sunday in September. Now, we don't do politics, but I'm going to do it. On Monday the 29th of July, which is a week on Monday, at 6:30 p.m. at the Carterton Events Centre, Alistair Scott is inviting you to a panel discussion with Todd Muller, MP for Bay of Plenty and national spokesman for climate change. I know they're two dirty words at the moment, but we've got to face the fact, and the more we know, the better prepared we can be. So it's at the Events Centre, 6:30 p.m, Monday the 29th of July, and there's no fee. You can walk in on that one. And if you are up for a rates rebate, what's the date today? 19th.
19th.
So, yep, appointments are underway to see if you qualify for a rates rebate. So 8 till 5. So call 370-6300 and make an appointment. Or if it's after hours, call 378-7752 to make an appointment to see if you're eligible for a rates rebate. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people are and don't claim it. So get your act together and get up there. Now, are you happy with the environment that you live in? Are you happy with the water quality? Are you happy with the whānau, flood protection, public transport? No? Well, get on the regional council and do something about it. Candidates are being invited. So you are invited to visit Make a Stand, all one word, makeastand.co.nz, and nominations for candidates for the council close on the 16th of August, and election day is the 12th of October. So there you go. If you want to make a difference, get on the council. Or if you're not pondering being a candidate, then for heaven's sake, enrol so that you can vote. Anyone over 18?
Yep.
Anyone over 18, if you're 18 or over, make sure you're on the roll so that you can vote in the election. Because if you don't vote, you can't moan.
Correct. Okay, so is that all?
That's all I've got this week.
All right. Well, I want to tell you about some entertainment that's going on in the area. Now and in the future. We've got a lovely evening coming up on Saturday the 27th of July, 7:30 till 10:30, when Rob Innes will be giving us an evening of nostalgia. He sings songs from the 50s, 60s and 70s, and it will be at the Event Centre in Holloway Street in Carterton. Now, the tickets are $25 and they can be got from Heart of Arts on the High Street there, and it's a fundraiser for Heart of Arts. So get yourself along there to get the tickets if there are any left. They were selling out fast, so hopefully you'll be able to get a ticket for yourself. They're $25, as I say, and that includes a buffet supper provided, BYO refreshments, and there will be a silent auction. So it'll be a great night for everyone. So get yourselves along. We've got our tickets, haven't we, Rob, for that one?
Oh, yes.
All right. Now, these awful days we're having through the winter, I found a great place that are doing a lunch, and it's in Martinborough. It's at a vineyard. They're New Kids on the Block in Martinborough, and they are at Moy Hall Vineyard. And they offer great wines and tastings, plus they are also open for lunch Monday, Thursday, Friday and all weekend from 11:30 to 4:30. And it's a brilliant place, a beautiful setting. And you have to phone, if you want lunch, you phone on 06 929 7305 or 27551 9591, or you can email them moyhall.nz, and they've also got a Facebook page. But it's a wonderful place. They're in 1 Martins Road, Ponatahi 5784. Beautiful place. If you're feeling miserable one day when you get up, you just take yourself off to the Moy Hall Vineyard for a beautiful lunch. Okay.
So is that email address moyhall.co.nz?
That's all they have on their site.
Just moyhall.nz.
Email moyhall.nz.
Wow.
And their Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's Moyhall, M-O-Y-H-A.
MOYALL. Hall. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, and they're just a young couple
that
that are
sounds
doing great things.
Yeah.
Beautiful wines too. And Ladies in Black, that's showing right now, right up until the 3rd of August. And you can get your tickets for that at the event centre, iSight or event centre. And it's going to be at the Majestic Theatre, 137 Nawatawa Road, Masterton. Okay, that's a great show. It's a show about it's a department store. Yeah, much on the lines of Harrods, somewhere like that. But it's funny. It's funny. It's a comedy rom. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you today.
I've got a couple more that I've mentioned before, so stop me if you've heard this before. But the Pukaha Garden Tour is still calling for gardeners in North Wairarapa, and I guess that means north of Masterton, to open their gardens up sometime on November 9th to 10th to let people have a look over the weekend of November 9-10. And if your garden is available and you wouldn't mind visitors coming and having a look at it, please call Del at or either garden tour at pukaha.org.nz. Remember that, .org, not .co. Or on Dell's mobile, which is 021 0272 4266. And you can find more information if you want on the Wairarapa Garden Tour, all one word, wairarapagardentour.co.nz. So have a look and let people come and have a look. Even if it's a wild garden, it could still be of a lot of interest to a lot of people, especially if they're growing natives or want to grow natives. And we should be doing that instead of all these pine trees, I reckon.
All right. I think
and the Red Cross is still looking for volunteers, of course, as always. Give the Area Council Chair 377-3065 or the Branch President on 308-9330 and or pop in and see Joe at the Service Centre on Church Street, Masterton. So there you go, just down the road from here. And the Red Cross hires out all sorts of things. If you didn't know it, they hire out walkers, walking sticks, wheelchairs, shower stalls, toilet seats, bedside tables, and all that good stuff. And if you want to hire any of that, you contact the branch president in Featherston on 06 308 9330. And by the way, they would love to have it back when you've finished with it, please. And I've mentioned this before as well. The New Zealand Riding for the Disabled down at Johnston Street are still looking for volunteers to walk with the horses with disabled people on board. You don't have to do anything other than walk with the horse just to make sure the person sitting on board is fine. The horse knows the way, so don't worry about trying to steer it because the horse has been around the track a few times before and knows exactly where they're going and exactly when to stop. So there's no problem there. So is that it? Have we got anything else?
I think that's about it for tonight, for this morning.
You can always join Transit and get out there and get off the beaten track. And I was just looking at some of their featured tours. Amazing. We've got some of next year's here. Great Barrier Island in February. March, they're doing the Southern Road and Rail. That would be fun. And the High Country Stations of Canterbury. All on a nice, comfortable bus. You don't have to do anything. No,
just sit back and enjoy.
Except for this one, a walking tour in the South Island. Well, they do have a bus, but I don't know.
You're going to be fit for that one, I reckon.
I think you can stay on the bus. And in April, they're doing the Southern Lakes, and May, they're doing all sorts of wonderful things. It's just unbelievable. So get yourself on their
mailing list. Get the brochure.
Transittours.co.nz, and you'll be amazed. And you have to book early. They're very popular. All righty.
Okay.
Anything else before we close down Wairarapawatch 92 points after OFM 92.7 for yet another week? And you've been listening to, or you've just missed Wairarapawatch, a weekly magazine program about the Wairarapa. So from Val and I, it's goodbye, good luck with whatever you may be doing.
And you have a great weekend, folks, and be safe.
I'll just play a bit of music to let us out here because, again, I like it.
That's where my heart is torn.
You do your crying with no one else around.